We have had the majority of the awards have been announced so far. We have not had our all NBA teams announced yet. Is that the only thing we've not had announced yet? We had MVP. I think
and the all defensive teams.
All defensive teams.
Like the all team, like the all NBA and the all defensive teams.
Yes. So one of these awards will have a great effect on a specific Grizzlies player, one Jaren Jackson Jr. If he makes one of these all NBA teams, which I don't know. It seeed like a foregone conclusion with like 2 months ago that he was going to get one of these spots, and we don't have to rehash why the Grizzlies lost traction, but they did. And so I don't know if he's going to get one of these all NBA spots. It makes predicting his extension, which he is extension eligible, makes it kind of interesting. And so I just thought it would be interesting to predict what he might be making. Because the Grizzlies have to do something, like something's gotta happen. Jaren was really great with his deal last time. He took a team-friendly deal that decreased in value with each year, which is awesome. I just don't know what to expect as we look towards this next deal, this extension. It's tough to predict what he's going to be making this payday. I really don't know.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, back in February, it felt like a bygone conclusion that he was going to get the Supermax $345 million contract, and the Grizzlies needed that because next summer he's an unrestricted free agent. So there's going to be a lot of upheaval and turmoil or whatever to get there. I'm with Kendarius. Like, shout out Kendarius. Thanks for being here. King Meeks, Bueno, appreciate y'all being here.
Thanks, guys.
I think, like, there's a chance he's going to take another team-friendly deal. It's not going to be as friendly as it is right now. But by not getting a Supermax, which, it's going to be tough for him to make third team All-NBA.
Yeah.
All defensive team feels like it's going to happen, but that doesn't make you eligible for the Supermax like an All-NBA team does. And so I think that there's going to be a significant payday for Jaren, but it's not going to be $345 million. I also don't think we're going to wait until next summer to get this done. Could we wait to next summer and he get an All-NBA team or a Defensive Player of the Year next year? Absolutely. That can happen. And then he could get that Supermax again. I just don't know that either side is going to be willing to risk that heading into free agency, especially not the Memphis Grizzlies when you have somebody like Jaren who, outside of Grizzlies fans, which this is wild, is looked upon as one of the better players, young players in the NBA, great two-way player, could use some work in the playoffs. Somebody's going to pay that dude. And I think it'll be the Grizzlies, and I think we try and get that done this summer.
Yeah, it would. If it's me, I would just be, you see, there's a lot of pomp and circumstances by a lot of guys in this league where they like, I want to stay here. I genuinely believe that Jaren, you want to talk about a pretty wonderful marriage of team and player. It seems like that is what's happened with Jaren in Memphis. And I just, a team deal, he just seems like a smart dude and
I think he likes being here.
He likes being here.
His dad was a small market player. I think he likes being in a small market playing. And I could be saying all this, and then next summer he's a Knick or a Laker or whatever, which would suck. But he started at $28 million and it's working its way down. Next year he's owed $23.4 million, which is only 15% of our cap next year. And so it's a ton. It's really, really good for like signing Ja Morant, signing Desmond Bane, making these other contracts work. But it's time to pay Jaren. Jaren's worth the big contract. Supermax maybe a little bit much, again, because he didn't earn the All-NBA designation. But he is part of the heart and soul of this Memphis Grizzlies team, plays well with Ja Morant. We just need to work on some playoff stuff. But I think that Jaren's going to get a big contract. Could we wait? Again, you can risk it and head into next year and say, look, I'm gonna ball out. I'm gonna get that All-NBA. Like, that's where I'm heading. But like, he's been very durable, but injuries do happen, and injuries could derail him getting that. So I don't know that they're gonna risk that. I think we give him a good contract this summer.
They derailed it. I mean, you can say what you want, but maybe he comes back too soon to get that 65 game threshold this year and isn't as good as he was before he hurt himself.
I do think that's a huge part of it. And the nerds in Grizzly Twitter out there can hate on him all they want about rebounding and all this kind of stuff. But like, if you truly know ball, that's not the kind of style that Jaren has ever played outside of his rookie year when they forced him to play on the block. He is more of a stretch three than he is a five. You can say all you want. I don't think he came back 100% from that ankle sprain. I truly don't. Nope. As a physical therapist, I said that this is going to be extremely early if they rush him back. They did. He wasn't the same. I think a lot of that has to do with his ankle.
Yep. I mean, we've seen we know players do that. We know since they've introduced this threshold, players rush back. They're not the same. And you know what? Like maybe him not getting the Supermax is like best case scenario for the books of this team. I mean,
because we can sign him to a more friendly deal.
Yep.
You can do some sign and trades and move some things around and build pieces around. Go get that wing. Go get a Cam Johnson. Call New Orleans and make them tell you no for Herb Jones. Like, there are going to be trades out there that you can go and do with some of the pieces that we have, especially the draft capital that we have, to build around John Jaren. I love Desmond Bain, but this is John Jaren's team, 100%.
Yep. I think I'm with you.